Hello guys, today is going to be a shorter video. Because of my knee injury, I came up with a new style for me. I've been playing a lot of off guard and dogfight. And one thing I realized, I was doing something new that I think is worth showing. And this technique that I'm going to show today is just a transition to get into from a bad position where your partner has a dogfight, has a underhook on you and is going into mount. We actually bait for them to go into mount so we can go on the other side and get a dogfight. And I realized it works a lot, and I think it's worth to show this to you. So, you know when you're in off guard and somebody somebody gets the underhook on you, and now it's very, very hard to get out of this position. Even worse when they pass you now and they're in side control, and you have to do a lot of work to get your arm out and escape the side control. Now from here, let's look at the principle of the mount escape. If somebody has mounted me, come on. The thing I look to do is to, of course, protect my upper body. And what I look to do is to bring my elbow inside one of the wedges so I can lift him up and get out, okay? So what we do, we exploit this concept before it gets mounted. But because we already have a frame in the wedge of the knee, when we start getting into mount, we are already a step ahead, you know? So what we do, okay, we know he has an underhook on us, and we know the next step is to take mount, okay? You have to be a little bit bold to do so, but you can bet on giving him the mount. And so it's like you have an underhook on the other side already. So once he gets into mount and you escape on the other side, you basically have a dogfight in him. So what I do, as he's holding his underhook in his crossface, I will bring my knee in front of his hip and clamp. I don't clamp too much. I don't want to push him away and make him think it's hard to get the mount. And I will open my knees. I will not try to get my knee in front of him, not to let him get knee on belly. I let him go knee on belly, and as he's ready to mount me, look, I'm flaring my elbow and I'm getting my knee out. So now I have two frames connected. If he tries to go mount, it's very hard. And from here, I will transition his leg to this side to the other and start rotating on the other side. And now we are in dogfight. And from here, of course, now we proceed to get the knee lever. So I like to grab the leg at the malleolus, this bone around the ankle. On the other side, I get my own ankle bone there, and get my other leg out and start twisting his knee. Now you see, for me to knee lever him, I don't try to just pull, but I kind of climb until the back of my knee gets to his ankle. So when I get out, get the reason, I have a very strong knee lead. And now from here we can do the classic dogfight technique. We can get high, we can do the knee tap to sweep him, we can do the barrel sweep to bring him on the other side, or one of my favorite, we can do the limp arm, where I make my arm super soft, get it out, get it back, and start attacking. So it's a good position to make them think, okay, they're getting mount. But then you set a trap for them to go from almost surely win a position to being in big troubles. So, he's off guard, you get the underhook, oh no, he passed my guard, I'm here. Of course, from here I want to be careful he doesn't go for armbar, so I'm always making sure his hips don't go to the other side. Go to the other side to get the armbar. So we don't want these, of course. So we always manage the way that we don't block the hip from getting to mount, but we block the hip from getting on the other side of our head. So I always monitor that, okay? But in case it takes our bait, it goes into mount, I block the knee with my elbow already, and let him go and get my knee out. And now from here, I transfer the leg to the other leg, punch up, and get into dogfight. Of course, when you're in dogfight, hide your head as much as possible, okay? Now from here, I go from leg to leg, get the other out, and climb my way into the back of my knee. It's connected to his ankle. You can see that to keep the height of my knee clamp, I bring the toes on the floor. And now from here, I get my other leg out, and we can start doing the classic dogfight technique. I can go for a knee tap. I can go for a barrel sweep, or I can do a limp arm to the wizard. I can go for rotation, and so on and so forth. One more time, just to show. I'm gonna pass my guard and then let you mount and then we go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this technique and I hope that you learned from it. There are more videos to come.